Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to your stretch break. I am Katelyn. Thank you so much for joining today. Today we'll just need a mat or a carpet, and that is it. So we're gonna actually start on our back, all the way down on the ground. Just relax your shoulders down to the ground. Relax anything that feels tight. If you're holding any tension in your low back, just let it loose. You can have your feet on the ground, knees up in the air. We're going to drop our knees down to the left and then drop our knees down to the right. Just getting some movement for our low back, for our spine. Finding a little bit of core engagement. Good. From here, we're going to extend our legs out as far as we can, and then we're going to bring our arms up and over our head. So a really nice long stretch, feeling that space between every rib, every vertebrae. Stretching out here. Wonderful. We're going to bring our legs up to 90 degrees, and then we're going to drop our knees down all the way to the left side. So your hips are stacked one on top of the other, both shoulders on the ground, just relaxing here. Feel a little stretch through your oblique, and then we'll switch on over to that right side, dropping those legs over. Again, feeling that slight stretch in your oblique now on your left side. And then we'll just go side to side, a few more reps here. Make some more motion through your low back and also finding that light core engagement. We'll meet in the middle here. We'll extend our legs out. One more time, we'll lift our hands over our head, feeling that space in between every rib and every vertebrae. You want to point your toes, getting as tall as you can, reaching out as far as you can. Feel that space. Good. We're going to walk our feet back up, and our knees are going to be up. We're going to do a little thing called hip rolls. So we're going to roll our hips down, flatten our back, find that light core engagement, and then roll on back up. So it's just a little bit of a movement through your hips. So rolling down, rolling up, might be hard to see here, but I'm finding that space that's in my back. My hips are down, and then we're rotating, flattening my back, and then coming back up. So just going for about 10 reps here. And that little motion through your hips. Trying to find that light core engagement when your back is flat on the ground. This is a good one to do just to find that position, especially if you're doing any sort of leg lift exercise or any core exercise with your back on the ground. A lot of times people have their back lifted off and then they feel some pressure or pain in their low back. So making sure your back is flat and tucked when you're doing those sort of exercises. Okay, we're going to pull both knees into our chest, rolling side to side here, just a little hip pinch. And then our final one on our back, we're going to extend that left leg, internally rotate that right, and then pull in supine figure four. So if you're feeling really tight today, just pull a little bit. You can push it a little bit more. You can decide how hard you want to pull in. Wonderful. We'll switch sides here. And then pulling in behind that right leg now. Let's go one more time each side. Switching here, pulling in. And then good, switching and pulling. We are going to roll over onto our side and then grab at our ankle. So we're pushing that top hip forward, going into a nice quad stretch and hip flexor stretch. If you want to relax your head down, that's just fine. You should feel a nice little pull through that top hip and that quad. Wonderful. Extend here and come back into it. I will extend one more time coming into it. If you can push it just a little bit more, push that top hip forward, make it a deeper stretch. Good, we'll extend that leg and you can just roll on over to your other side. I'm gonna actually flip over so you can still see me. Again, grabbing at the ankle, not at your foot, pushing that top hip forward. Wonderful, extend that leg, shake it off, and then come back into it. Good, we'll do that one more time, extend out, come back in. This time, if you can push it a little bit more, push that top hip forward for a deeper stretch. Wonderful. We are going to roll all the way over onto our belly. Next, pushing up into a plank position here. I'm going to push back into a downward dog and then push back into a plank. Just going through about 4 or 5 reps. Finding that core engagement, that motion through your shoulders, and that nice hamstring and calf stretch. Good. Finding that plank position, we're going to lift our right leg. Engage your core, and then we're going to bring that right knee under. Work your way down into a pigeon. Make sure both of your hips are pointed down towards the ground, not opening up to one side. Good, and just relax into it here. Every breath you take, try to relax a little bit deeper. You find a spot that feels really tight, just stay there and breathe into that position. Wonderful. Curl those toes under, press back up into that plank position and step back. We're going to lift our left leg in the air, engage your core, and then come underneath that leg. Relaxing down. Nice job here, working your way down with your breath. Perfect. Curl those toes under, press back into that plank position, step back. And then again, going through your downward dog and plank. Just a few reps here. Try to find that core engagement in every plank. Try to get that nice stretch through your shoulders, hamstrings, and calves on that downward dog. We are going to end with our knees wide, feet together. This won't be the final end, just ending from this position. Good, so walk your hands out, feeling that nice stretch through your back, through your shoulders. Might feel a little pinch in your hips. Relax into this position. Good, exhale and walk those fingertips out to get that really nice stretch through your shoulders. Wonderful. From here, you can stay in that same position. So you're in that downward dog. You're going to come up to all fours, or you're in child's pose. Come up to all fours, bring that leg out, and then sit back into your heel. You want your toes curled underneath. So you're sitting into your heel, but not sitting all the way down to the ground. And then come forward. So sit back and come forward. Working on our adductors now. Really nice. One more. Good. Then we'll switch sides. So left leg out, sit back, and then come forward. Stop here. Go one more breath here. And perfect. Come to your knees and then bring your feet around into a nice seated position. We'll extend our right leg. We're going to stretch out our hamstring, but we'll also feel a nice little stretch through our side body. So first, we're going to lean in towards our right leg. Bring your head towards your leg as much as you can, letting your back round. And then from here, we're going to take that left arm, reaching up over that right leg. Feeling that nice side body stretch. All the way from your shoulder, through your ribs, and into your hip. Good, reverse here. So left arm down, right arm over the top. Feel that nice length. And we'll come back down again. Reaching up and over. One more reverse. Perfect. We're going to switch legs. Last one today. So leaning in toward that left leg. Feel that nice little stretch through your hamstring. Bring your head down towards your leg as much as you can. Now we'll take our right arm, reaching up and over, hovering right over this leg. Feeling that nice side body stretch. And then reverse here. So right arm down, left arm over, reaching long. Good, we'll come back down. Reach up and over. And then reverse. Good, we'll bring our feet together in a butterfly and let yourself bend at your hips, round that spine, drop your head. Any spot where you feel tension, whether it's in your hips or adductors or in your low back, just send that breath right to that spot and relax. Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow we have a bunch of classes. So at 11:20 we have cycling in the studio. 12:30 we have yoga sculpt. And then at 12 o'clock we have express abs. So right after cycling, it's virtual. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.